Assalamualaikum and welcome back to our channel.
Salam everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. Today's video is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be about questions guys are too afraid to ask girls. So,
I'm so nervous.
I can't wait to hear Omaya's answers.
It was so much better when I asked you the questions and I put the pressure on you.
Well, there's no pressure. You know why? Because I got lots of questions, and whoever sent me questions, thank you all so much through my Instagram. What I did is I got questions that kind of embody the whole relationship from like the beginning stages of how, you know, would they talk within each other, like, you know, getting to know each other.
Most of the questions are not all over the place. You picked
structured.
the theme.
I picked the theme.
Okay.
And
these are questions he would like to ask a girl, but he's too shy or afraid to ask.
Exactly, which kind of is similar to our situation. So that's kind of why I put it. So
I'll just give my input, my personal input on this.
That's the best thing in life, is to always use your life as an experience.
Okay. Okay, great.
Your life experience.
Okay, I'm not nervous anymore.
That's it. Yeah. All right, Maya, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. First question.
Okay.
Why don't girls make the first move?
Ooh. I mean, I guess because traditionally...
Tell them how you made the first move on me.
First of all, I didn't. I did not make the first move, and I refused to do that too. But I guess traditionally, women have been told that it's a man's job to make the first move.
In our culture, I think it's very heavy in our...
But also, like, in my Spanish culture too.
In general, I can see that.
My mom always told, like, she always taught me, you never... Like, if you like the guy, you never tell the guy you like him unless he tells you first. And if you're comfortable enough, then say it. But don't always be the first one. And I don't know, I just never wanted to ever expose if I ever had feelings for anyone. Like, I'd rather not.
I guess, like, that's true. Like, in our culture, and again, we're Arab and also Hispanic. So in our culture, it's always like, you know, a guy and a girl like each other. It's always the guy that's like, hey, you know, I like you. And then the girl's like, I like you too, type of thing. But I don't think anything is wrong if it's a serious kind of relationship. And
there's nothing wrong with the woman making the first move. I'm just saying traditionally, we can all agree that it's just, you know, it's been engraved in our minds that men make the first move. But however, and you just want to go for it, then you do what you think is best for you. But just personally speaking, I would never be comfortable enough, even if I really like the guy, to just tell him I like him first. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. I guess it's the way I was brought up.
Yeah, I don't think anything is wrong with it. I think just some guys always
wonder why. Like, oh,
why is the pressure on me to tell this? But at the same time, I feel like, you know, if you truly like the person, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Tell her how you feel, and that's it, right?
Yeah. If you feel comfortable.
All right, my next question.
Okay.
Does body count matter? And I guess that's for both.
Body count. Okay, so meaning how many
guys you've been with,
guys I've been with prior to...
Girls have slept, like, I mean...
Okay, so for me, I would say it doesn't matter. And the reason why I would say it doesn't matter is because whatever... or whoever you were with prior to meeting me, or, you know, being in a committed relationship with me, to me, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I would never hold anything against you or how many girls you were with, or I wouldn't care. However, I would want to know the details.
So you're a nosy one.
I'm nosy, yes, I'm nosy. I want the details. I don't want a number. I don't want you to tell me, oh, I talked to like 3 girls before you. No. Who are they? What's their name? Where do they live? Like, I want to know.
Where do they live?
I want, like, like, are we living in the same area code?
Like what city was?
Yeah, are we living in the same area code? Like, I don't want to run into her. But I want to know everything. But I wouldn't hold it against you. Honestly, it's just the nosiness in me that I would like to know. Because I wouldn't want that girl to know more than I do. Like, oh, I was with him before you were in the picture. Like, we're not doing that. We're not playing those games. So, yeah, I would like to know, but I wouldn't hold anything against you. Just because I wasn't even in the picture, so what does it even matter?
Cool. Yeah, it's not about me, by the way.
No, not you. No, not you. I'm just saying in general. Like, why hold anyone against anything?
In general, and that's the way I feel, right? Yeah. It's like, at the end of the day, like, who are we to judge about someone's past? Honestly, female or male, like, at the end of the day, you know, it's all about growth. People do their own things. They ask Allah for forgiveness. That each one has their own story. But at the end of the day, the past is the past, and it's always like whenever you do get to this committed relationship and you want to grow with this person, that's where it really counts. Omaya, does height matter?
Ooh, okay. Yeah and no. It depends. Okay, so I'm so bad at this. Yeah, it's a preference. I think most girls would want a man that's taller than them.
I mean, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, it really just like it's a preference. For me, at least, I could say that I've always wanted a tall husband. Like always. It was like one of my
anytime you envision you're gonna be with a husband, you're like, I want him to be tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that. It's your preference.
And not like average tall, like your height tall.
Man, I'm
so I guess
lots of
I sure did and got into them.
Okay, mine.
Okay.
Does facial hair matter?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
That's a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker, but it does matter.
So, like beard, mustache, like connected?
A beard, yeah. Like hair, like, yeah, connected.
I mean, some people's, it doesn't connect.
I mean, I guess it depends on the person too, because there's some men that they don't even need facial hair. It just looks good the way it is. But generally speaking, facial hair is a big thing.
It's a beard.
It's a beard.
So question for you, since alhamdulillah, like I have a beard, but I'm not really, up here, I'm kind of missing. Would you rather trade this for this?
No. I actually don't care about hair.
Yeah.
Like hair on men. It's weird. I just never even paid attention to that. So I don't care that you're bald. I actually love the bald look on you, baby. I really just care about the beard. So.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Now, if I didn't have a beard, I would not look great, man. I would look.
Oh, it would be too bald.
On me. Some other people, man, they look like clean. I can't. Like, I just look like a baby. And a big fat one.
Like some men though, like have no facial hair, no hair at all, and they still look good. So it just depends on that person.
It depends on everybody's and the way they carry themselves. You gotta have something going on.
You have to have something going on, yeah.
Can we split the bill?
No.
No,
we cannot. No. What kind of question is that?
Why not?
No, we're not splitting nothing.
Why?
The man pays for it all.
What if it wasn't like an invite? It was more like, hey, we should go out one
Whoever said let's hang out pays. So whoever, like if I said, oh, let's hang out, then that means I'm inviting you, then that means I'm paying for you. But especially if it's like the first time we go out.
Yeah.
We're getting to know each other. It's the first time we go out. We're not splitting nothing.
Okay.
It's just no.
I mean, I come from that tree. I don't know. I'm just saying I've seen.
Would you ever?
No. Again, I'm saying me, no.
Okay.
That's just how I'm brought up as a gentleman thing in my Arabic Egyptian culture. We just the man always pays. Yeah. That's just how I was brought up.
Yeah.
So.
And we can split the bill. Listen, we can split the bill after we're married, because literally whatever's mine is his, whatever's his is mine. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
After we're married, like if you forgot your credit card and I have mine, like honestly at that point it really doesn't matter who pays for anything.
Because it's a team.
We're a team, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to impress me,
I'm with that. Yeah.
You're not gonna get me by saying, "Hey, can we split the bill?" Like, get out of here.
I forgot my wallet. You're like,
go walk and get your wallet. I'll be waiting for you.
Take it over.
Nah, we don't do that.
What does "I'm fine" really mean?
Okay. When we say I'm fine or I'm good.
I'm good. I'm okay.
I'm okay. That actually means we're not fine, we're not good, and we're definitely not okay. So you do have to do something about that.
Sounds like a you problem, right?
No, it sounds like a you problem.
How with that? Because
you need to know that when Mo, also like our tone. Like if we're saying,
why is it the guy's fault?
I'm fine, I'm okay. Like obviously if I'm saying it with an attitude, I'm not fine and I'm not okay, and I want you or I expect you to fix that.
But why would that be the guy's fault?
Because you're the reason why I'm not fine.
No, that's not true. There's literally
there must have been some miscommunication, something, a fight, an argument, or something that led for the woman to say, I'm fine, I'm okay. Meaning she kind of wants to get over it, she wants to move on, but she's not fine, she's not okay. She wants you to fix that.
So never in the history of this female life has there ever been a lady, a female, that just had a bad day and her nice husband went up to her and said, hey baby, are you okay? She's like, I'm fine. That's his fault.
No, it's not his fault, but if you want to figure out what's wrong with her, then you should
you're gonna do it. Yeah, you're gonna if you see your significant other sad, but That's not.
It's not always your fault. Yeah. In that situation, it's not always the man's fault.
In many situations.
But, okay, fine. I'm just saying that.
Fine.
Okay, women are not fine when they say they're fine.
Next question.
Okay.
Do expensive gifts matter?
No. Expensive gifts don't matter. I think thoughtful gifts matter.
I like that. Yeah.
So if you put thought and you put effort into my gift, then you're gonna get a way better reaction out of me than if you just come and get me like an expensive gift.
But an expensive gift is still nice.
It's nice. It's nice, but it's not as.
It's not as thoughtful. Like
it's not as thoughtful.
You mean like if it's your birthday and it's like just here's a gift instead of like going out of the way to get something that you mentioned randomly. Like,
yeah, because see in our situation, an expensive gift I can afford, right?
100%,
so I can always go ahead and buy my gift that it's expensive or whatever. But if it's like our anniversary or if it's like my birthday or Eid, like I really, really love thoughtful gifts. And also unexpected gifts are the best. Like
unexpected gifts are good.
The best.
Yeah.
It literally makes my day.
Anything unexpected.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, it's just because that means like that person is thinking to make your day unexpected.
And you do a good job at doing that. Because
I try.
you literally say like 90% of the time, you'll come home with like my Starbucks drink or like just food that I didn't ask
things,
for.
By the way. It's not like any.
I know it's like small things, but are things that.
But I had to go out of my way to get it.
Exactly, you went out of your way. I didn't ask you to bring it home. Even like when you come home with flowers or chocolate, like. All the little things. It's just honestly though because I didn't expect it.
No, I know. I'm just laughing.
And sometimes I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I'm really craving that, or I really want this, and then you'll just come home and just bring it to me without me telling you.
That's the best.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It beats birthday gifts and anniversary gifts and all of that.
So pretty much, guys out there, don't worry about expensive gifts. Does age matter?
No, not for me. It doesn't.
Okay.
I would say. Most of my friends, it did matter for them. They always talked about wanting a man that was a bit older.
Okay.
Because apparently men are not as mature in their 20s as they are in their 30s. So
let's clarify too. When we say does age matter, let's clarify. Is that meaning like you're in your early mid-20s and then the guy is in his late 20s, early 30s?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes. Okay. So. I don't know. I guess for most women, it may matter. They will want someone that's at least the same age or a bit older.
Okay.
For me, I didn't really care as long as I connected with the person. Well, actually, I wouldn't want to date anyone that was younger than me. So at least the same age. And up, it doesn't matter.
For me, I cared. Like,
you did?
Yeah, I cared because to me, a year, 2 years, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of like the most of it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just feel like there's more connection there with like, oh, we grew up at the same time. We
watched the same.
We watched the same shows. We did this, even though 2 years is not a lot. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Okay, Maya, do girls like guys telling them how they feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's very important actually, because that's ultimately your communication, right?
Yes.
So like if you don't tell me how you feel, if you don't tell me you had a bad day, or you come home and you're like upset, and I don't know because you don't want to share that information, that would make me feel a certain type of way.
You're like, why is he not open with me?
Yeah,
why is he not telling me this is bothering me?
Exactly. Because then why are we together if I'm not there to help you out with your feelings? So it's crucial for both actually, for the male and the female to tell their partners, their significant other how they feel.
I agree. I feel
to
like
make communication better.
I feel like there's no better way to communicate with another person other than to tell them exactly how you feel, to be completely transparent.
Yeah.
And we're getting to the end of these questions.
Okay. I'm loving this. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's beneficial, if you guys like the communication that we're having about these questions,
we can do a part 2.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so many questions that I didn't get a chance to go through because we'll be here for like hours.
I know.
We can talk. And you know what I mean? So if you give us one question, we'll be like, oh, in my life and her life. So we like to talk. So I just wanted to keep it to a little bit of questions.
Okay, what's the question?
Does a guy have to be financially ready to ask for a girl's hand? And this is like in our culture, in our religion.
In our culture, okay. Does he need to be, okay, so generally speaking, I feel like women would say yes. Okay. So most women would say yes. They would want the man that's going to ask for their hand, or
they're going to try to get engaged,
their soon-to-be husband, to have some sort of finances to kind of be established.
Okay.
But if you're asking me, I would say no.
Yeah.
Because just like speaking from our experience, our story, when Muhammad came and asked for my hand, we were both college students, and Muhammad was working at Domino's.
Yeah, I was working like 8 or like 10 hours a week.
Yeah, so
not even a full day.
So he was working, but it wasn't really a full-time job.
Yep.
So when we were talking about how you're gonna come and ask for my hand, your number one doubt was, okay, but what if your dad says no because I don't have money, I don't come from wealth, and I'm working at Domino's with 8 hours shift. So I told him, listen, my dad knows the struggle. My dad knows what it's like to have no money and work so hard to then, alhamdulillah, building the life that he has now. So he would never ever say no because of finances. I told him, don't even worry about that. That's literally the last thing that my dad would ever even question or ever even care. To him, what was so important though was that you had a plan.
Yeah,
and that you were in school full time, and you were also pursuing football at that time. Plus that you were still working. You actually never even had an hour of free time to yourself.
No, not in college. I was staying busy because at the end of the day, like she said, as long as you have a plan, right? Because if you have a plan, you're gonna do your best to get to it, right? Eventually.
Or to achieve your goal.
To achieve your goal, yeah. Eventually, you're gonna get there. So with us, we were just a second year, third year. I think it was third year in college. Yeah. So it's still early, and a lot of third year college students, they really are still trying to figure out what classes they're gonna take, what major they're gonna go into. You had us here trying to get engaged. So it was like Omaya said, not being financially ready, but at the same time being having a plan. So my plan was always to find a job that I could work in the mornings, go to school at night, finish my college, save up some money, and then who knows what's gonna happen after that. And alhamdulillah, that's what happened. Within the following year, I landed a job at the bank. I worked full time in the mornings, went to school full time at night, and and still was still not financially ready because the money I would make, I would put it in school because I was paying for classes.
Yeah.
So what Omaya and I are trying to say is, a guy doesn't have to be financially ready to make that commitment or go to ask for the girl's hand or anything like that, because you just have to have a plan.
And ultimately, whatever money you have comes from God. So as wealthy as you are today, my friend, you could be with nothing, broke tomorrow. So if you just live with that mindset that money is nothing, and you actually value love and you value companionship,
and deen too.
and deen of number one, your religion.
In my eyes, that makes you the wealthiest person in the world when you have deen, because when you have deen, you're not gonna have a weak moment. Allah has your best intentions. Allah knows what's best for you. So having deen is extremely important, and I feel like that's literally what helped us, because anytime we had a bad day or a bad moment, we always had our faith, and alhamdulillah,
it kept us strong.
100%.
It kept us going.
Because we always knew everything. This is all a test. Allah's not going to test us with something He knows we can't handle. And that was kind of our motto through till now.
Still is,
yeah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
Cool. Well, all right, we answered that. Last question here. Okay, Omaya.
You're making me nervous.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Is it a deal breaker if you make more than your husband or soon-to-be husband?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for all my ladies.
Speak from your opinion first, and then speak for what you see.
Okay, culturally, we've been taught that men are the breadwinner, right? And women stay at home and take care of home life and the children and everything. So I guess if you're asking this maybe to our moms or like our aunts who live that kind of lifestyle, they might say like it might bother them if they're the ones who are making more. But I feel like now, like women are making money and they're making just as much as their spouse, so it should be a very normal thing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that,
and it doesn't bother me at all. It wouldn't bother me at all.
So it doesn't bother you, and I could see some guys being bothered or feeling less of a man if their wife makes more than them. I think that's completely like I don't.
Old school, no.
It's very old school, and the same thing here is like, you know, at the end of the day, like we were just talking about the last question. Money is money. A profession is a profession. If my wife is a doctor and she's making a lot more than I am, but I'm also busting my ass in a job and I'm bringing a decent or an honest living, what is wrong with that, right? She got her profession, I got my profession, we're both contributing to raising this family or getting money together. I don't think anything is wrong with that. But at the same time, unfortunately, I see relationships where it's like the husband
the ego
gets mad. Yeah, it's like upset, like that he feels like less than, and then they cause fights. And my thing is like that's when you become a champ. Like you gotta cheer her on. Like honestly, like in our life, if Omaya makes more than me, I'm happy for. I would love her to keep making more and more and more, because at the end of the day, she's being successful. So I'm happy with her success. But at the same time, I know I'm not gonna just like sit here and go to sleep. I'm also busting my ass. I'm going to work, and I have my own goals. But we're both contributing. But there's never a day where she's like, "Oh, I'm making more than you. You gotta get your money up," and it's vice versa.
Also, we're talking about couples who love each other and couples who are rooting for each other. But there are couples that do compare. Like, I'm making more than you. What are you doing? Like, you're
especially
sitting here,
in arguments, those are arguments that
if you're like throwing that to your partner's face, like that's not cool. That's not right. Check yourself. That's not cool. So, I don't know. I'm just speaking for us.
Yeah.
In our situation, Mo would never care if I ever made more than him. And there's been situations where, alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed us with like a really good sponsored collaboration. And who's the first person I call? Muhammad. I'm like, Muhammad, this just happened. This brand reached out to me, and what do you think? And he's like, go for it. I'm so happy for you. See, keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing. You're shining. Like, I'm so proud of you. And honestly, your words mean so much more than the sponsorship deal or the offer or anything. Because just knowing that he's proud of me, knowing that you're noticing my success and noticing that I'm working hard, I'm putting effort into what I do. I'm just so blessed to have a partner that like cheers me on, and it's so happy for my success.
And vice versa. Because at the end of the day, like Omaya said earlier in the video, like what we're bringing is for both of us. This is our immediate family, but our goals is to inshallah grow, help all of our family. Like that's our goal.
So to answer your question, I would not mind at all if I made more than you, as long as you're putting in a lot of work in your job as well, and we're just both hustling and
100%.
And doing our thing together.
I agree with that. That answer concludes the video. I think this was fun because I got to kind of show Omaya and I's relationship from start to end, our sharing our experiences and stuff like that. So I think that was cool. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, thank you all for sending me your questions through Instagram. I wish I could have got through all of them. There was some weird ones I didn't even get a chance to ask her about. But
I didn't even get to see the questions, so that was pretty interesting. I really liked the selection. I liked the theme of the questions because I feel like not only are they fun to answer, but they're also very informative for men who want to get in a relationship and they're just too afraid to ask certain questions. So I hope that we covered the most important ones. And if you guys would like to see a part 2 to this, then let us know, because this was really fun to film. So we've already done awkward questions about our marriage. Now this video, which is juicy questions that men are too afraid to ask women. Now I think we should do juicy question that girls are too afraid to ask men.
I would be open to that.
I'm gonna put you in the spot again.
That's cool. Go ahead. Okay. I mean, again, let us know. if y'all like that idea, I'm down for it.
Yeah, okay, so if you do want a part 3, then please leave your questions down below. I'll go through them, and maybe in the next week or so, we'll sit down and have another Q&A.
I'm here, I'm down. Yeah.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, for your love and support.
Yep.
Please don't forget to follow us on our other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, where we post daily. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please go ahead and do so that way you'll be notified every single time we upload a video to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Salam everybody.
Salam.